Evicting a tenant is a stressful decision to make, especially during a pandemic, but sometimes it's necessary if you want to protect yourself and protect your investment property and rental income. I'm going to share with you some signs I look for to tell me it's time to evict a tenant. If your tenant is more than 1 month behind on rent. I know that can sound a little bit aggressive, but we don't want a tenant to get multiple months behind. And it doesn't mean that you have to evict them, but you want to start the process because it can take a long time with the courts. Non-responsive tenants. One thing I don't have a lot of patience for is a tenant that doesn't respond. A tenant needs to at least let us know when they're going to pay their rent or how late they're going to be. If they don't respond to me, I'm going to start that eviction process really quickly. Not following an agreed payment plan. Okay, sometimes I'll work out a payment arrangement with the tenant, especially during this pandemic. Maybe the tenant's a month or 2 behind, but we've structured a payment plan that the owner and tenant and I agree on. If they don't follow that payment plan though, that's a bad sign, and we want to start the eviction process. Oftentimes, if a tenant starts falling behind on a payment plan, it's very difficult for them to catch up. Neglecting the property. If a tenant's neglecting the property, examples of this can be the pool or landscaping. I don't really have a lot of patience for that either. I'm going to go ahead and start that eviction process. It's one thing not to pay rent, but it's another thing to let the property become in disrepair or damaged. If I see signs that they're neglecting items in the house or items on the exterior, I'm going to go ahead and start that process. Lease violations. That's another sign or something that we might want to evict a tenant. It's separate from payments or being late on rent. But if a tenant's behind on rent and on top of that, not following provisions in the lease, examples of that can be subleasing the property or committing crimes or having more people live in the property than should be living in the property, then those are clear indications that this is really a tenant that we don't want living in the home. Evictions are not fun, but a bad tenant in a lot of ways is like a bad relationship. It's oftentimes better just to end it and move on to something better. That would be a tenant that pays on time. For more tips like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media.